comes your second day of fun. Now the second day is just loosening up tight muscles that I already know are going to be tight on you, okay? So it's so super important that our hip flexors get loose. So all day long, whenever you have a chance, you're going to end up stretching these muscles out. When you're stretching, ease into this stretch so that you can feel the release happening, like where your muscle starts to let go. So you're going to want to hold it for about 15-20 seconds, okay? So when you're going to stretch your hip flexors, which would be the first one that I want you to do, you're going to find somewhere where you can put your knee down on the floor and the other knee at 90 degrees, okay? And all you're going to do is sort of tuck your pelvis under, just like I taught you in the other video where your low back was against the floor. So you're going to end up tucking under and then pushing forward. That causes you to feel a stretch more in the front of the hip here. Okay, so you're going to end up holding that and then reaching up if you can, if you want to intensify the stretch a little bit. But what I don't want to see you do is just go all the way down like this. That's not really stretching the hip the way that I would want you to. So lock your hip in place, press forward. You're going to feel it right in here or down in your thigh, depending upon how tight you are. The next stretch that you're going to be doing is, of course, your hamstrings. So my favorite way to get the hamstrings is going to be crisscrossing one foot over the other, and all of your weight is going to be on this leg. So this leg crosses over, and then you're going to lower down through the hips as much as possible, not the back, okay? So through the hips is going to look like that. Through the back is going to be curling down. Okay, so you're going to try and shove your hips back as much as possible. You're going to end up feeling an intense stretch all the way down there. If you have to, let your arms rest on your thighs so that you can still keep that hip going back more than your upper back rolling. Okay, so that's your second stretch. Obviously, you would switch sides and do the other side. Last but not least is going to be your chest stretch. So whenever you stretch your chest, you're just going to pick a wall, or it could be a corner, wherever you want to. But you're going to set your elbow against your elbow at 90 degrees. And then all you're going to do, keeping your chest squared to the front of wherever your hips are, you're going to go ahead and lean forward into it. And then you're going to stretch that front of the chest. So when you do that, if you don't feel it here, it just means you're holding it wrong. You can either raise it up a little bit higher, but that elbow has to stay against the wall. If it comes away, it's stretching something different. So it doesn't matter where you are, just as long as you keep it stretching in. Okay? So that's going to be your second day, and enjoy.